Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and at the end of last episode we just finished up our beautiful steel setup. And in this episode I've planned on getting all of our crushed copper, tin, iron and gold done, because I need it for the things over here to get refining up and running as soon as we have these. So what I want to do is just make a cell for each of them. And the reason why I'm doing that and not just crushing on site is that it has the same volume as the other one. So one copper goes into one crushed, so it won't slow down our system. It will pretty much just make sure that we have a small amount of buffer, because crushed is used for a few things. What's called copper. So look, this is going to be used for more than one thing. It's also needed for the science pack, so we want to add it all to the network since there's more things we want to use it for. So let's get the setup up and running. We pretty much want it to come in. Pretty much copying the setup from over here. I think I had it blueprinted. I think it was this one that had the blueprint we needed. So let's try and put this one down. Yeah, right here. I know we can't really fit it in. But then we have input here and output on the right. And then we can just kind of copy it around as soon as we have all we need. So let's remove all of this. Thank you. Don't want to build it all. That would be horrible if we did. Let's get you away and let's get you away. Let's get all these power poles way over here. And the small amount there. Because then we can just kind of output to right here. So what we want to deliver here, let's us do a blueprint for all 4 of them. So the only thing we need to do is change what is requesting. So one here, as always, connected up. That was the wrong place, I think. Where did I connect you up? It's right there. Hopefully I didn't do it somewhere else. That's correct. As always, I only want one train. I'm actually quite fond of doing the one train thing now. I think it works really, really well. And then we'll request at 10,000 at a time. I like to say 10,000. That is when we'll request the first thing. So now we need to set up a little setup for crushing. We can do 4 lanes. It's pretty much gonna be in this setup, just with crushers instead, and only one input. I think that will be the best. So let's see here. The crusher. We'll need to have one on the outside running down. So if we do this, then we'll do crushers. Just right here. Then we'll have one running right there with this in the middle, and then one running here. There we go. Then we'll just have how fast are they. No need to change them yet. Let's see, I need some inputs. I kind of need to take those here, 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 and there. I'd like to copy this 2 times. Get in a power pole, just say right here. I think that'll be good. And then we should be able to copy this blueprint down and just change it for whatever we need. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, just do 2 rows of each. I think that'll be enough. So I'd like to place you right in the middle of this one, or as close to the middle as I can get it, somewhere around here. Let's do the same over here. It looks good when it's somewhat in the middle. It's probably not directly in the middle, but I can live with that for now and just do 1 power pole in here. I think that will look good. So now all of this is connected up. Then we can drag this down. Of course, I'll want to have one of you going up right there. Another one going up right here. I'll take this one over here to there, and the last one will just kinda go this way. Let's do it a bit prettier, like that. So that'll be the inputs. We'll just kinda jump this one down. Crush, crush, crush. Don't know if this is too many. And then we'll have a 4-lane balancer. We have it right here. Oh, pretty much having the 2 inputs as always. You can go this way. Hooking up to that one. And then right here, we'll have the last one. Of course, it doesn't quite fit, but if we do that, it'll be fine. Because then we can just use this one. From over here, connect you up. And then we pretty much have a crushing setup we can copy paste. So if we do this 4 times right here, of course remembering to get the rest of these made. If they don't put itself down, we'll know that in just a minute. Where is my little setup? This one with the stations. Here we go. So let's add all the crushed ore into this network. I'm guessing this will work. Should we do a test just to make sure? Or do we think that I made it correctly the first time? Let's just check. It goes in, flows out, outputs to all of these. Oh, almost made a mistake right there. Need to remove those 2. They are redundant and they almost messed it all up. If you crush it, we only have 1 output. That is correct. So let's try and copy this. I know the names are not correct yet, but we'll change them as soon as we change this. So here we go. Should we make a normal blueprint just for the sake of it? So if we do this right here and call that crushing, I think that it might be a good enough name, because then we can just go around. Let's see, do it from map view and say I want one right, where's it at? Right here, turn it around once, want one right here, turn it one more time, and want one right there. That's gonna be our 4 inputs. So let's make this one. I'd like to make you, let's just start with copper right here. To be honest, we could just do this and, or can we just do it like this? Here to there, there, and there. Yes, we can just blueprint that, so this will work. Then we'll call this copper in. Where do we have it? Copper ore in number 3. We're missing number 1, but that is fine. We can always make that one later. I thought we deleted that, or is that part of something else then? These are what's called things are driving me a bit. Because look, it's correct over here. Did I delete the wrong stop sign in our blueprint? No? I'm quite sure there's no one here. Oh, this is probably an old setup then. Because we have both up here. Well, let's get this one up and running first. This will be copper. Did it call copper in? I'd like to request 20,000 copper. Let's see here. That will request to the network 16,000. That's as much as we can have. We are missing crushers, it seems. Oh, it's because we are making so many. So they will get here when they get here. So next one. Then this one will be tin. We just kind of need to hook up the power. That's good. We'll call you tin in 1. Or dash n number 1. Don't think we have any. Let's see. No, this should be fine. Then request 20,000 tin to here. Not that we have any in our network yet, but we will in the future. So let's see, we have copper on our way. Should we just check? No. I believe I set it up correctly. There's no need for me to check it at all. Yeah, that's gonna bite me in the behind. The same with this one. Are these faster? I'm quite sure they are. 1/2. Please remove that one and place in an electric assembler. And give it some power. There. I think that will be for the better in the long run. Just kind of need to place it down somewhere. But look at this massive construction we're doing here. Oh yeah, it's still loading copper over here. There we go. It's on its way. Gonna deliver it down here. So let's say this one will be copper. Crushed copper. This will be tin. Oh, that's not tin. Crushed tin. Then we would like to crush some iron. And then we would like to crush some gold. That is kind of set up. And here comes the copper. And let's see how badly I messed this up. It's flowing out. Other than we're missing these, it should be fine this way. But you never know. So let's just take a small time looking at it. And the rest are being built in base. Only missing a few more. There we go. That is crushed. Going to this one. Crush going out. The same over here. As soon as it hits somewhere where it can craft. And there we are. A ton of crushed. So let's just set up the rest here while they build. Here like crushed tin. To there. I like to copy paste you. There. There. And there. That is the crushed tin. Perfect. Requesting, and as soon as it's ready, it will start to go. This one needs a bit more. Needs what's called inserters as well, and they are probably not inserters, belts. Oh, and I need to remember to set up what I wanted to make. Electric assembler. I'd like for you to make belts. Copy you. Place you down like this. It's a good way to make sure that it still works. There we go. The rest of them should now be made. So what is the next thing we want to set up? We want to set up not output but this one. This was gonna be the iron. Iron is still lacking a bit, but since this is full over here, I'm not full at all, but steel is gonna steal some as well. We'll see what takes priority. So steel is what we want in here. But let's wait until all of it is built. Because look at that. They are just kind of struggling. Seems we're missing quite a few things. But while this is being made, I think it's a good time to just check on some of the things around the map. This one is done. That one is done. That means we can use it in different places. But it looks so nice. Whoa, huge blob. So now our raw resources being used somewhat good. We're just missing a ton of things. And these two can wait a little while to be set up until they're built. So let's continue on. Do we have any inserters left, or do I need to craft some? We are missing inserters in bulk. So we're only missing 3 right now. Oh, we have 50 on us. This might be able to help with that. 50 is a bit overkill, but it's nice to have. Let's take you down to 40 and throw the rest into the network, then it should be built wherever it's needed. So let's see here. That was all are crushed. We also need to crush, what's it called, this into sand. We do have sand over here, but it's very much being used to craft landfill, so we'll just leave that as it is. So we'll need to do another cell with those to craft that. And we could just crush it right here to keep all the crushing together. And I think that's what we're gonna do. So let's expand out our little network again. 1, 2, do a little turn. And 1, 2. This would have taken years to craft by hand. So this is going so well. I'm not quite sure this can support us for very much longer. It's really struggling to keep up in many regards. There we are, this is struggling to keep up as well. But it is building at quite a nice pace. So let's just keep it at that. So while we're looking at this, what do you guys think? I think it's going so awesome with this this setup. And to be honest, we could try and do a setup for fluid wagons. Because that is going to be needed for when we go into what's called auto refining. Might just have one input for all the water, and then that distributes out to the 4, what's it called, of this entire block, if we do one just for refining. Because if we do these 4 in one cell, we can have each 4 coming in, but we need a ton of things out. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in, then we need a water in, that's 5 in, but we have a ton of output. So we'll have to calculate how many we need. But gravel and sand is something we can definitely make in a cell right next to this. So pretty much want it over here. Let's just mark the map with it. Let's do this before. Right there. And then mark this area. I would like to have gravel here, and then I would like to have sand right next to it. If we do the same here, then we have the output up here. Then we do sand right there. Or we could do this setup over here. No. Let's just do sand right here then. Because then we have all of those in the network as well. I think that'll be the optimal solution. Look at that, guys. Everything is flowing at a nice steady pace. We can almost fill an entire belt with this. So I'm quite happy with that. We can expand it down 1 more if needed, but I think this is good enough for now, at least for the amount we need. So while this is going, let's see if we can't find some tin. We have some over here. I cleared out a few biters to make sure we can get to it. So let's expand out our rail network and see if we can't get it quite easily. 1, 2, and across. Then we can, but if we do 1, 2 again, 1, 2, and then across, then it'll be a bit on top of it like it is with the iron. A bit annoying, but I think that is the way it has to be for now, if you want to keep this setup. By the way, guys, have you thought of a better setup for doing this in case you run into the issue we have right here, where we are directly on top of this? Because I want to keep the setup, and I'm not quite sure how to do that the most efficiently. So now we're only missing a few things, and we should be able to hook up the rest of this. So let's see, I want crushed, what's called iron coming in here. Oh, not crushed, I just want iron ore to coming in here. I want to request 20,000. And we definitely need to set up more iron input. And over here we want the gold. Oh, let's say call it iron in. Do we have an iron in already? Iron in number 2. And then over here we'll have gold in number 1. Let's see, right here I would like to request 10,000 gold, or 20,000 gold, sorry. 20,000 gold, and called this one gold in. Dash in number 1. So there we are. Then all of this should be set up as we wanted. I'd like you to crush a ton of gold, please. Can't reach, but we can like that. 2, 3. That's all gold. Oh god, man, we're gonna need a ton of resources very, very soon. But that is fine. That is completely fine. So let's see here. The tin outpost is quite close to being built. We'll just give it a few minutes to get done. And we are straining our system quite a bit by doing this, since we are building a ton of resources, but we're not really crafting anything, and that can be an issue, but I don't think it is yet. So let's see here. Look, supplying gold and iron, that's missing, but we have gold and iron right here. So I think we can just set it up to take gold from right here. Let's see. Hook you up. Nice and easy. And let's see if we can do a gold setup in less than 5 minutes. Into the train, please. Right there. Then we would like to get some more rubber ports here so we can see what's going on. Right there. And then we would like to add some miners. They'll just come out right up here. What if we do it? Is this a good place for it? Then we do one right there. Do more gold here and here. Do one over here. Then the last one right here. That's going to give us a bit of gold. Let's do one over on this side as well then. Of course it can't fit right there, but it can there. There and there. So that is a lot more gold. We just kind of need to hook it up and craft some more inserters, and then this will work. So yeah, I'll wait with hooking this up until we have the rest of the inserters. That is something I would like to get up and running. And to get it up and running, automatic craft, we'll just need all of this. And we have most of the things now. Most of them are already in the base, so I can always just grab it from here. But I want somewhere where this is not a limiting factor anymore. So that is what all this is building towards. And to be honest, I do like the look of this. It looks pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. So we got done over here. We can also hook this one up. But first, I would like to move that one. That's a dangerous one. Move all this tree so we can see something. There we go. Let's get some more trees. We don't like him. So now we can also set up what's called an outpost here. And I think I will do the inputs. Might do it over here. Since then we can just drag it from over here without taking up any room in this patch. So what if we just do this? That one. I will come in no matter what, but we can... It doesn't take up that much room, to be honest. So let's do this. And let's add some miners right here. What is a good way to do it? Right there. Saying 1, then 1 over here. I think will fit in as well. 2. Can we fit him in just like this in between? That is a big no. But we have 2 rows coming out. And that is, I think it's going to be enough. How much crushed tin do we need? To be honest. Crushed tin. Oh, it's used for lead. And that is quite important. And that is used for better tin powder. Oh, there's one more step in the refining. Oh, that's cool. Because that is way, way better. That's like ore doubling. It's not just 20% increase or 10% increase. It's going to be 100% increase. That's quite cool. So where is our... This one. Right here. And then we'll give the robots a little while to set it all up. Except we are missing quite a bit of things. So that is some of the things I'll craft in between episodes. Since we don't have a mall set up yet. Might do a robotic mall for these items, since I think the whole point of this is doing this setup, and then we'll just do a robotic mall for most of the other things, just flying it in. And no, we can't. Then we need requested chests. Oh well, we'll think about that in the future. Do comment what you think I should do, and if you're enjoying this series or not. As always, please like and subscribe and hit that bell button. It will mean the world to me. And what is going on here? Oh, I need to set up iron. So let's just do that before we end. For some reason I completely forgot. Crush iron. All the way down, please. Can we do this one? I know I'm not going all the way, and that's because I'm missing one. But if I just take it from my inventory. Electric ore crusher, and there we are. Now we just need to hook up the rest, but that will be in another episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Dgray, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.